Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sebastian, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment. We'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. So let's get into this conversation here. So as you guys know, this whole GOAT debate has taken on many different forms, right? We've been arguing it for a very long time. But one of the ways that LeBron, in many ways, but one of the particular roads that these guys like to take us down is the fact that LeBron had a tougher career, right? Is this whole thing of who did Michael Jordan play versus who did LeBron play? Look at the competition that LeBron played, right? That's enough reason. These guys are looking for every single thing that they can to give LeBron James a leg up in this GOAT debate. So a video was referred to me from a number of years ago, and it was from First Things First. And the title of the show, in case you guys want to go watch it again, it's called "No Way LeBron Won the Two Hardest Championships in NBA History, Chris Broussard." And this video has about 450,000 views. Now, why is it interesting that Chris Broussard is saying this? Because Chris is also represented by Clutch Sports. But here's what I think is the difference between Chris and the rest of these guys. And some people think this is funny. Some people think, oh man, you're insane. But I truly believe this. As you guys know, Chris is a staunch Christian. And I think that the fact that Chris is so religious, he refuses to play the game that a lot of these other guys play. He's not going to come up here and lie to you about LeBron being better than Jordan when he doesn't believe it. I just don't think he will. He's one of the few clutch guys that I think he has LeBron ranked number 2, but he's probably one of the best, if not the best one of the best people on TV at making counter LeBron arguments for being a GOAT. I'm talking about Chris Broussard. He is one of, if not the best at it. And in this clip, man, he absolutely obliterated the conversation in about 3 minutes or less. It was absolutely spectacular, the job that he did. Take a listen to Chris Broussard here.
All right, Chris Broussard is back with us again. I mean, Broussard, is he right? Is LeBron James right?
First of all, I got to give LeBron props. This was a clever, subtle way of saying, I'm the GOAT without saying yes. I'm the GOAT, as he did 4 years ago. So I'll give him props for that. But no, he's not right. Look, and I get the bubble situation. I think it was really hard on LeBron. We know how much of a family man he is. He said he didn't see his kids till he got out of the bubble. That is rough. We know he's a man of routine, as he said on the podcast. That's broken in the bubble. I get it. But I can also point to things that would have made it easier. No travel, no distractions, no hostile crowds to deal with on the road. And as a 35-year-old with 16 to 17 years of experience or wear and tear, really, he got a 4-month break in the season before the playoffs started. So that helped his body. And then the opponent that they faced. I don't blame the Lakers for it, but they faced arguably the worst team to ever reach the NBA Finals. And that was before the Miami Heat lost 2 of their 3 best players, Goran Dragic, who missed 4 of the 6 finals games, and Bam Adebayo, who missed 2 of the 6 finals games. So there's no way this was the hardest finals to win, or one of them. Secondly, Golden State. If you want to say it's the greatest comeback in NBA Finals history, absolutely. If you want to say it's one of the most epic finals, absolutely. But I can't give you credit for being down 3-1. That Golden State team that won 73 games was not unbeatable, obviously, but they were down 3-1 in the Western Conference Finals to Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City choked. That's the only reason Golden State even got to those finals. So that's being down 3-1 to that team, I can't give you credit for that, especially when if you look on paper, I got LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Love, and I got Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. I kind of like this trio over here with LeBron, the best player in the world. So the talent was very close. You didn't need to be down 3-1. So it was a great comeback, but I can't say it was definitively the greatest finals win or hardest finals win in history.
So you heard what Chris had to say. Chris brought up some points that we have been bringing up for quite some time. One of the points is this. Do you guys know, because they like to say, oh, the greatest Warriors team, LeBron had no chance, and this, even Kevin Durant, he had no chance, and this. Do you know that I think LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Kevin Love, and Kyrie Irving, I think averaged a little bit more points per game, and I think more rebounds per game and more assists per game than the big three of the Golden State Warriors? Are you guys aware of that? I'm talking about KD, Clay, and stuff. Are you guys aware of that? If you had to pick between LeBron James, LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Love versus Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, and Klay Thompson, how are you not picking LeBron James? That duo. Wouldn't LeBron fans pick them? Now, LeBron fans will say, well, it's a team game, but here's the thing. This unbeatable team that they were talking about, the San Antonio Spurs had them down like 20 points at the half in that playoff run until Zaza Pachulia injured Kawhi Leonard on purpose. They had them down. The unbeatable team that the Cleveland Cavaliers couldn't even have a lead on, the Spurs had them down by like 20. The San Antonio Spurs. So they weren't as unbeatable as people like to make them seem. The 2016 team, he brought up some good points. He said, wait a minute. This team was down 3-1 to KD's Thunder the round before that. So how are they so unbeatable? And then they can't be the greatest team of all time because they lost. So, and then finally, he brought up the last point, which is the bubble ring. This is why I can't really take LeBron fans seriously when they talk about competition. Did you see who they played in the finals in the bubble? Did you see how depleted that team was? Bam Adebayo. I think the number one scorer on that team was Goran Dragic. Goran Dragic was the number one scorer in the Miami Heat that year. But leave it to them. These are great, the toughest championship in NBA history. But then they'll go around and tell you how everybody else's championship was weak. How everybody else played nobody. But then make it seem like LeBron never had any help. LeBron was in NBA Finals with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love, bro. Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. Let LeBron fans tell it LeBron played with nobody. And I want to address one last quick point here that Rich Paul put out there over the weekend, that Michael Jordan would have never won those 6 championships without Scottie. Okay, great. So then LeBron would be 0-10 in the finals. I'm surprised Max Kellerman didn't say, okay, so fine. By that logic, LeBron James would be 0-10 because he wouldn't have won a championship without Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh. Well, he never did before he got to Miami. Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving and all of these guys. You could literally say the same thing. But in that moment, man, Rich Paul thought he was cooking. He thought, man, I'm laying it down right now, bro. I'm hitting him with the fit axe. He didn't know he wasn't saying a damn thing. Your man was making no point. So Chris Broussard, I think he pretty much put the nail in the coffin with this debate. This was a masterful breakdown of this entire thing. And I think that he did a fantastic job explaining it. So what I want to know from the audience is, what do you think about the argument that Chris made? And do you think his points were fair? Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts in the comments. We'll catch you guys on the next show. Peace.